Well, the purpose of this class is for anybody that's new, every Friday, weekly contracts expire, and it's called, you might see people type out ODTE. That means zero data expiration. What happens with zero data expiration? The contracts are significantly cheap because they expire on the same day. This allows us to turn a little bit into a lot and grab the contracts at a cheaper price. The only risk with that is um, they expire in one day. So you got to know how to get in and get out, etc. You know, more time on a contract equals a higher probability. So when you play with contracts that has zero data expiration, it's a lower probability, but if you know catch the right setup, you can profit significantly. So that's just the warning with that. Make sure you know what you're doing when you're playing ODT. All right. So I'm gonna start off with this. I haven't when I had got off, I didn't really look at the market, heard it dump crazy. Like people hitting crazy percentages. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my scanners and um and I'm gonna see what kind of setups we got. A lot of the setups probably bearish. Um, so let's just start there. So here's the scans. And what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning is, what up, bro? What I'm gonna do tomorrow morning is update the whatever list or whatever look good to us. I'm gonna narrow it down and I'm gonna update it in the morning to see what it look like. Cause you know things being a volatile market and things shake up, shake down, even in the pre-market. So let me know if y'all see something in the chat. This is for everybody. So y'all see some fire in the chat. Put it on the side and I'm gonna look it up. And if it look good, you know, the gang is going to look at it for tomorrow. And we, of course, if it hit, we're gonna give you a shout out. So I like to use the 4 hour to look up for these setups. So I'd like to start with the 3-2 just to see. I like to use the daily in the 4 hour. Alta, right? And when y'all call a play, right, before y'all mention something, I want y'all to look at the contracts. Make sure it has volume and open interest. Because if it doesn't have volume and open interest, that means the spread is going to be wide, and that means it's going to be hard for us to get in and out those contracts. So always look out for that. So this don't have nothing. I'm looking at Ulta right now, as a matter of fact. Ulta Beauty Supply. Oh, they $519. Let me check the cons. So yeah, what we want to look for. So these March 10th, they're gonna be, it's gonna have a zero there. It's gonna be zero data expiration. And what we want to look for is, so these are pretty expensive, but they do have some kind of people at the party. You just want to watch how these open up in the morning. Um, they have earnings. Let me know if they have earnings or not. So let me go to a different scanner. Yeah, if y'all got anything y'all want me to look at, I'll pull it up. You see, I was looking. This don't have anything. This should be a short scan anyway, because a lot of stuff ended on a downtrend, so it's probably not going to be much. Let's take a look at Chewy. And if it's not much, I'm definitely going to just see what it's looking like. So we got a 2 down day, but it's like stuck in this channel kind of. We got a 3-1. The only problem with this Chewy is we stuck in that channel. So it's a matter of we playing it. But because it's stuck in this channel, this is something to watch. That means it's consolidating or accumulating. And it's been stuck like that for 2 weeks. Let's see like the way the candlesticks form, like the body of the candlesticks have been stuck in this range. So they might make a move soon. We did catch this downside about 3 weeks ago. I didn't know they were still down here. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on that. That's like that'd be like a bonus place. Definitely come back to that later. Let's check out Uber. A lot of stuff just got clapped. You have a gap to fill still. Yeah, that's loud. You do have a gap to fill still. Let me see. You got a 3-2 continuation, so this might just be a continuation play. This might just be a continuation play. Yeah, you see like this area where it usually bounce up from. That's the only thing you want to watch out because it might get some retracement at that at this area. But yeah, just look out for that. I got that. Yeah, that's just looking like continuation. You see how if you still bearish, that's an easy bear play. Peloton, P-tone. Let's see what we got here. So P-tone is stuck in a range 2. Again, like everything is back in that chop area that we've been in for like a little while. With this P-tone, we probably can see some upside. The reason why I say that upside movement too, I think, but we still dropping on the futures right now. Damn, we still dropping. So if we don't retrace a lot of these plays that we're looking at, it's gonna have gap downs. But if anything, this hammer looked pretty decent. And if you look to the left, it always popped in this area. So that's something I would probably have on watch. So I'm gonna put it like a alert right there. I'm gonna evaluate it later. I like where it's sitting at. Again, we pretty much dropping right now. So look at that. All right, let me go to the next scanner. Again, if y'all got some heat, let me know. Oh, I got some people in the rating room. Let them in. All right. And this is cool because if anybody missed it, it's recorded. So we have PAG. I don't know what any of these are, except for Kellogg's and NEE and Campbell's. But I'm gonna assume those are down. I don't usually play NEE or Campbell's on Friday. Yeah, I don't usually play these. They don't move that well on Fridays. So I'm gonna skip these. Yeah, everything's just stuck in a range. That's something else to watch out for. I might make a video on that, like how things are just stuck in a range. And if y'all want to talk, y'all can unmute yourself too. Y'all able to unmute yourself. Let me know if y'all able to unmute yourself.
Hi, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Okay, hi y'all.
Hey. We got General Electric. Oh, General Electric was going crazy. I don't like talking about it because there was a swing you're supposed to get in, but you missed out on it. But because they had this like crazy phenomenal day, you see how they caught up in some broad information. That's why I value broad information a lot. However, we do have a 2-1. So I'll probably look for some calls if we could go above 93.40. And if not, we could play some puts to the downside on this one too. I have no bias because we do have a gap fill here. Before I even do that, let me check out the economies here. So this is the problem that I'm talking about. Look how much they ran. That's crazy. We're gonna need this open interest to pick up by tomorrow morning. But these are like 5 cents. The Greeks is okay. The Greece is it's all right. We're just gonna need the open interest to pick up, but they do have people at the party. So I'm gonna see how these looking in the morning, right? So I'm gonna put it above and below on this because I have no bias. It could go either way. I will take the gap fill on that, and if they want to continue strength, I will take it to the upside. So we're going it depends on TTOs appear on all time frames, right? So it depends on if you're trying to get a daily TTO or weekly TTO. If I'm day trading, I'll probably just get a weekly contract. If I just want to minimize the risk, I'll probably get it next week, depending on what I'm doing. So it's all about if you scalping, day trading. Depends on what you're doing. Let's check out BJ. Oh, BJ got this big ass gap. This should be let me check the contracts. See, BJ is something we can play, right? It has 600 volume, 1,000 open interest, 10-cent spread. We got the delta, 34 theta, so this is pretty good. I like that. Shit, I might put an alert and revisit this in the morning because it could fill that gap. So go to scan. We got earnings. I should check if we got some kind of earnings tomorrow too. You can fade the gap on some earnings. Let's check INTC, which went crazy. Shout out to my man results. Look how INTC held its strength while the market was dumping. That's something y'all want to look out for. that's something I want to pay attention to. So INTC definitely going to be on the list. I got that hammer 2-1. I love that. Yeah, that's going to be on my list for a fact. Just the fact that they held strength when the market dumped and they went into the hammer on the second half of the day. That's a no-brainer, guys. Shit, it might continue, it might not, but that's the kind of setup that we want. That's what we want to see. So I'm gonna leave INTC. So that made me want to check out the chips like AMD, which dropped out. AMD has that shooter. It could still show strength in the moment. And look at NVIDIA. So yeah, INTC is just strong. Let me know if y'all got something in the chat. Yeah, I see Spot doing the same thing, bro. SCHW. Check it out. Yeah, I see Spot doing the same thing. Again, bro, when we choosing stocks, just look at the Connies. The puts have people in the bottom. So maybe we could. I never played this stock before, so okay. So they only got monthlies on this, I believe. No, you don't. No, you don't. This is next week's. So you can play next week's for 0 day too, y'all. I don't have to be a 0 day contract. You play next week's. I see these next weeks look crazy. The spread is a little wide. I don't know why the spread is that wide, but yeah. Check the 4 hour. So yeah, these bad boys. Is this a bank? I think. Yeah, the banks just dump. You could probably see some you could probably see a bounce from here, honestly. But it might be a bounce and the TTO back down. So that's something I will look out for. Plus, that's something I will look out for. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Go to the 2 up here. I keep seeing this tack. I haven't paid Takeda in a long time. Check out. Check the contracts. Yeah, see like how it's got like 10 volume and 8,000. So this means like 8,000 contracts are available, but only 10 people traded it, and you got a 5-cent spread. So something like that, we got to see how it will every morning. Let's check out a like the sound of that. Yeah, AL got that 3. I like 3 twos of about informations. So let me delete my lines. Delete these price levels. So I love 3 twos over broad information. So this is actually a good play, something to look at, especially if we bearish, right? And then we do got an actual signal on the 2 hour. So yeah, I think I will look at puts below 1585 like that. And again, no bias, right? Because I can't see NQ bouncing off those brown information, so he might give you a move to the upside too. So I'll check those out in a moment. But for now, I like the downside potential on these. It's back in that chop area, but we do have room. We do have more room to go lower. So yeah, I like that one right there. And I know the contracts look good because I know it's stock already. So look at that. You got a 7-cent, 5-cent contract. Good Greeks, 22 to 06. That means it's low risk. And this is right at the money. So I don't like to go far out the money like that. Don't get confused. Like you'll see like crazy high percentages, but it's from people that's going like crazy at the money. I like to have a high percentages, but my contract is in the money being sold at a higher price to someone else. That's what I like. Yeah, the contracts look good. Let's check CVE. Like energy play. Nah, I don't like it. It's in that chop. Yeah. Anybody that's new, I like to stay away from this kind of stuff. I like to see it break above or below the chop at some point, but if it's inside like that, consolidating, I like to stay away from it. VKTX. Viking Therapeutics. Okay, like on contracts. Okay, these are a little better, especially the 13. Spread could be, for the cost of the contract, the spread could be a little tighter. But this contract is good, 5 cent. But this one, look at that, 45 to 0.20. It is a 15-cent spread. Why they spread so wide like that? So when they cheap like that, it don't have to be. It shouldn't be that wide. But let me see. They do have a 2 up, 2 down potential. The only thing is just look to the left, right? Without, I don't got a broad information, there's nothing drawn on this, but you just see how it kept holding this price. So let me put a line right there, right, just to see. Sometimes I do, like, right. So if you get that 3-2 down on a day, you should see some drop. I don't have no broad informations on it. I'll put alert right there. Keep an eye on that. So if you get that 3-2 down a day, see that clear area it's been holding, you get something out of that. Just beware of a bounce too. So if it's hard on, if they're not pushing it below, it's definitely gonna go higher. So that's why I say no bias. Probably gonna get a 3-1 to the upside of that. So just keep an eye on that. But if it drop, I'll watch it. So good one on that. Good one on that. Just keep it going. I don't really spend too much time searching for plays. I literally just go through it like this. I don't overthink it. I know I don't want to click it. I know it's gonna be a lot of these. It's 2 down, 2 downs. Because damn that everything dropped. And if you got TOS, all you gotta do is just hit the volume. Bank of America, man, those banks. I had to stop trading at some point, but those banks printed. Goddamn. And this is 3,000% on a non-zero day. That means on a 0 day, these would have been like 10,000%, y'all. So imagine putting up $10, $8 on a contract. Cause these, these big America contracts are really cheap. Imagine putting up $50 on a contract and they go 10,000%, do the math. That's why we like ODTE. But today they printed 3,000%. It's not even 0 day yet. So I mean, this was a massive move. Crazy. What y'all saying? What about Tilroy crazy volume? What's going on with that? They usually always have crazy OI volume. I haven't heard about them in a minute. Yeah, they just going lower and lower. If they got a setup, I guess we can get some puts on it. It's like SNDL. Like I know institutions are sitting here. The same thing like Sundial. It's another cannabis stock. And they used to have crazy OI too, like the memes. Again, oh, I forgot the ticker. TLRY. Yeah. If they could keep going lower, they full time frame constantly to the downside, could be some easy puts out of that. They got decent contracts, 2-cent spread. So yeah, that's something to watch. This one only went 50. But yeah, that stock is heavily shorted. They've been shorting it for forever. So yeah, let me see. Don't think I see anything I like out of this other than Big America, Wells Fargo's, which is already down a lot. All right, see how it hit these broad informations down here? That might be, damn, they've been dropping for days. This is a buying area. This is a buying area. Sometimes all you gotta do is look to the left and it'll show you that. So if you look to the left of where this price action is, they usually buy. So they might not pump it, but probably get some quick calls out of that tomorrow. Even though it doesn't have continuity. Yeah, so I'm gonna re-go over everything, or look at some stuff you've been playing. A lot of stuff is gonna be continuations again because how everything dropped at the end of the day. So everything probably have two continuations. Look at this. This is a 2-1, 2 down 1 scanner, and it got 200 stocks in it. So got CCL, Bank of America. Let's check CCL. Again, is that a lot of stuff is at an area where it could bounce from, but no bias. I like it. We're gonna put a level. We're gonna put an alert on that. For the downside, this is CCL, so it's gonna be a continuation on the day. Let's check the daily. See that? So it's been dropping. Had a shooter from the broad information, been dropping for 1, 2, 3 days straight already. It could drop to this point of control here. All of for anybody that's new, this red bar, all that means is the amount of shares that was. It means there was a lot of shares that was brought and sold in this price range, which is at $9.54. And you can see how price curl around that red bar. And that just means that price been bought and sold. And usually price like to expand from this range. And we heading right back to it. So I will watch out for CCL continuations to the downside. We got the contracts. A lot of open interest. Again, I got no bias, so I'll probably do an upside on that too. Let's check Meta. Meta started off well. I think a few people had like 30% out of it, and then it dropped everything else. Again, I like Meta for 3-2 to the downside. So that's definitely going on the list tomorrow. That is Meta. If they don't pop from here, because we extremely volatile at the same time. Hopefully we could tackle this gap, as I can see. So I'm gonna have Meta for puts. My main bias for Meta is puts, but I'm gonna put an above on it too, in case they want to pop from this area, which I can see that also. But if we bearish, we definitely want to tackle this gap fill. So gap fill just means that a lot of orders didn't go through in this area, and price tend to come back down to fill those orders. They come down, they're attracted to those orders. So same thing with the crowd play, how it was like a big gap at first. Let's see if I got it. I don't think it's showing it. Like you see how, so these dots that you can see is the previous day. You see how we gapped up. So it was a lot of orders that didn't get filled in this area. And what it did, it came up, it came back down to fill this gap, to fill those orders. That's what the gap is basically. There's a video. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the video for y'all after this this session. So I'm definitely watching Meta. Definitely watching Meta. NU, JPM. I used to play a lot of NU, so let's check out NU. But so far, Meta is my favorite. Oh, my man Yerm is in the building. We got like 20 more minutes, so I ain't gonna hold y'all up too long. See what Yerm got. Let's check out NU. Yeah, you ain't on shit. Chop, you ain't want that. All right. Banks. I guess what we could do for banks is to see if they continue tomorrow, but I think they have popped. You see how they all like these broad informations, like JP and BAC. I see that. It's another bank, Wells Fargo's. I see how they have these BFs. So, yo, Joe, you gotta mute yourself if you want. Them things might pop tomorrow. So I'm gonna have banks on my radar. I'm gonna narrow down to which one tomorrow morning, but I'm gonna have banks on my radar. So if we end up popping back up on the indices, I can see us getting a little upside on these banks because they have buying areas now.
Yes, sir.
What's up, my guy?
What up, bro?
Not much. I wasn't gonna hold them up too long. I forgot T got his class at 8 p.m.
I saw too.
20 minutes. So just doing this quick little run through, just so everybody know what we got our eyes on for tomorrow. So we all be on point. Yeah,
I entered for those who've been watching or saw, I entered gold monthly swings. I was expecting us to pull back more, but we kind of bounced today, so I just entered.
You say you said gold monthly swings?
Yeah, the best entry though would have been Wednesday.
That's to the upside, right?
Yeah, it came back to that buy from like a week or two ago.
And I'm gonna put an alert on that because I might take this 2-1 off the 4 hour to take that gap tomorrow. So thank you for that. That's
Yeah,
definitely on the list.
if you let me show it. I'm trying to see if I can share real quick.
Yeah, like that gold. Let me check that other gold. Yeah, it's down. All right. So we'll go back to the scans, right? So yeah, a lot of stuff is just in the dirt. All
Yeah,
right.
extreme yellow. Keep in mind we got data tomorrow.
Oh, which data? Who or somebody speaking?
Hell yeah, we got NFP tomorrow.
I didn't even check. I usually check them.
We got major data tomorrow. Tomorrow can be the worst day for data. It's before open. So hold up. I'm trying to pull it up right now. My shit's freezing though.
Yeah. Oxy could give another leg down from here. Or if there's 2-1. So I'm gonna keep an alert on that. I could definitely see another leg down. It has room to get back to this POC, or at least back to 59.31. So I don't think XLE is strong anyway. You check. Yeah, XLE. But you know, like this is what's like. This is why everything, a lot of stuff is so volatile because it is you're stuck in these channels, and every time you get to the low side of these channels, you bounce right back up. So that's why, like, nothing really set in stone with me.
All right, yeah, we got NFP. That's the most important one.
Mhm.
And we got unemployment rate and average hourly earnings.
Bet. This is crazy. Look at this. Look at that. Hard to swing that. Oh, that's the weekly candlesticks is going sideways. That's just insane.
Which one?
Oracle. So that's why I was talking about yesterday. Like
Yeah,
certain market cycles won't allow for long-term swings that people be looking for. So imagine getting in this and you've been stuck sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks straight. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I should have better. I had a level because those SPY calls I was able to hit like I think a high of like 180 before the drop.
mhm.
On that second image where I sold them, I should have realized we could have dropped so much. I didn't realize till like lunch when I was trying to. I was like drawing,
Mhm.
and I ended up taking a SPY position. I just didn't realize how much downside we had, which is funny because the night before I did, I thought, oh, we can go this far down when I was in the swing, but
Right.
day up, kind of forgot that like the next major volume cluster was way, way down there. So it's I kind of miss calling that for y'all.
So good, man. We're gonna catch him. Catch him next time. We check out CCJ, which is on the
Hey, could I share real quick? I want to show them the goal.
almost definitely. Oh shit, CCJ look fine. But I'm gonna let you share.
Yeah, it's gonna be just real quick.
Hey, I might have to watch CCJ tomorrow, y'all. But I'm letting my man Herein share. Oh, you can share, bro. Go ahead.
All right.
CCJ.
I think you disabled it. Oh, you gotta make me host or co-host. You made me.
I thought I did. My bad.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
What up, y'all? So yeah, gold came back into this buy level from the last time it ran, which was last week, right about here. And you you can notice right here, it did the same thing. It ran down, it stopped hunting, ran all the way up. So if y'all kind of seen like the videos with my mentor about wicks, that'll be like your reversal wick to look for. We came all the way to these highs and we're literally just doing a buy all over again. Like I said, we had this W pattern forming. I don't know how I missed it on Wednesday. I think it was because of this, but we took off, didn't come back. And then today, technically, this was during off hours because this is gold futures. So, but it's the same as GLD, the ticker. So we opened up here. I was expecting us to fall off like we did with the SPY, because normally gold somewhat falls the SPY, but it showed that it was so strong it didn't even tip. Because once I realized I missed the buy, I put this 50%, 50% in the range, above and below. Above is premium, below is discount. So I wasn't trying to necessarily get an OTE, but as long as I could get a discounted entry. But the high would be way up there. And then let me show you that level for GLD. Because obviously that's a futures contract. It's going to throw y'all off. So we're looking at these swing highs right here, about 172. So I ended up actually, I think the next level after that is like 180. I had marked. So yeah, it'll be this high of 180 if we fully reverse. Because really, this is just a very slow market maker buy model that we're trying to form. So if you were in live, you saw me kind of making it. But basically, we curve down, run the lows, which kind of ran lows down here, and then we'll make a curve up. So it should look like this. Like the sell side, then there's a buy side of the curve. Just don't know the exact timing of it yet, but with gold showing that it was that strong, I ended up getting monthlies. So that's all I want to show, bro, was gold.
All right, bet. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the scan. Oh, you guys.
Oh, to use the scanner on TradingView. Sometimes only one I'll use is this one. So like in the morning or like midday, sometimes you'll see me scanning this. I'm just looking to see if there's like a volume ticker, or a gap up. They're not as sophisticated as like a Thinkorswim scanner, because Thinkorswim can give you obviously the specific strat scanners. It can give you the gap, the 2-1s, all of that. So they're gonna be a lot, better. Another thing on SPY, I'm probably gonna, depending on this data and what we do, I'm probably gonna enter SPX swings. I know I told SPX group about it, because especially we stay like stuck here, we have like a ton of upside, because it's so rare for us to just leave a whole area imbalanced like this now.
You say you see some upside potential?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was seeing.
I'm not
That's
saying
what I
like,
was talking
I'm not saying
about with a lot of these
instant, but
plays.
like, yeah, like a week or two out, because we make these giant for value gaps now. Even if I didn't understand ICT, it's just so rare for us to have this and then just keep going for a long time without coming back to it.
Right.
Now, if we do, I mean, there's a possibility. Let's say we do like a TTO. Remember, I'm looking at a 4-hour. So this is happening over 4-hour blocks. That's a little over half the day. When we TTO down, I'll expect us to come down to this low. It's rare. It's not impossible. That's one thing you'll learn about the market. The market can do whatever it wants. 382 was like last year's low. But the probability is a lot more to the other side. And if you were in the SPX class, you'll remember like where I was showing that could happen. We go, was it 2 hours? Last time something like that happened was during his Fed speech. Boom. So this was, I think, FOMC. This was December 15th. I don't know if you remember this day, True, but
Yeah, I remember.
we had another fall. We came up and then we had more data and fell. This was like a 330 point drop in.
Oh, you was using the news candle again?
Yes.
It manifested itself today?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. But this one is for this next swing. So like this, I don't know what candle we used for this one. We probably, oh, look, we use this one right here.
Okay.
This week. But I'm just telling people because like everybody is so focused on the day. Even me, you know, I'm usually focused on the day. But if you pay attention from December 13th to the 19th, it's about like 6 days. We dropped 330 points.
Sheesh.
So that's 6 trading days. Actually, that is 6 because there's a weekend in there, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. And my bad, yeah, my computer's running a little slow. I fell asleep. I didn't reset it. A few more days. I ordered a new PC, y'all. So I was about to have lightning quick. A lot of times that's what happens when stuff will crash. But it's Thursday, Friday. Yeah, we had a weekend. So this was less than 5 trading days. This 300 point drop, I analyzed the contracts, True. Up here, these contracts were about 5 cents.
Right.
These put contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So I was showing people in the SPX mentorship the other night, if you would have just bought 30 of these contracts for about $150 a week out, from here to just halfway through the range, through the target, if you would have just sold 15 of them, they would have been like $370 a piece. So you'd have made $5,500 from this drop.
Damn.
With time. Because sometimes it's hard to hold those out the monies on 0 days. Speaking from experience, because you know if you don't get in the money, you expire. Or let's say you get super far out the money, even if you get like right in the money, they're not going to be worth much because the data's going to be following them. So that's why it'd be better to get time with these. But the crazy part, if you look at the chain, which you can go back after this and just study the chain, there's tons. You know, this day was December 13th. December 13th to about Monday, December 19th. Put those days, write those days down, mark them on your charts, and mark these major levels because these are zones the market's going to look to draw on liquidity. Basically, they leave leftover liquidity to close out their buys and sells. But anyways, halfway through the range is 5,500 from your 150 investment. You could have sold it, and with these other 15 contracts, would y'all really be worried about whatever happens to them if you made 5,500 from $150?
Nah.
I waited for them.
They gonna mute themselves too.
Hell nah.
Okay, perfect. So, mentorship. Yeah, I'm just on the last 2 weeks with this group. That's why it's kind of hard sometimes because technically like I'm teaching 4 days, so it should be tiring me out. But you could literally, and that's where I mean like kind of like managing your trade better, because a lot of times if I did this, I would have just bought whatever amount of contracts, because in the past I would plan this out, like stuff like this, but I would just sold them all. But here, that's why you buy enough to where you greatly, greatly exceed your investment. You got 15 contracts running with time. These 15, after you analyze them, from here to here, they literally went from out of the money to in the money contracts, and they were like deep in the money too. They were either deep in the money or at the money. Per contract, you guys are looking at each of these were about 3,700. And you can ask any of the SPX students if they're in here, they'll tell you, because we sat there, we were planning this shit out like all night. So you figure you got another 15 contracts at 3,700. You'd have made like a 60K trade off $150.
Damn, Sean.
And we know it's possible because we've seen stuff like that happen plenty of times where we're like, damn, I should have swung some contracts. Remember? I've done it before. Like, we know that, this shit's dropping and go back up, but we just take it day by day. But like this one, Like perfect example. Remember when Spike made like 300 grand? I'm pretty sure he did something like this. Actually, I'm almost positive. I know he trades. I guarantee you he did something similar to this. So, or if you, let's say you held off all 30 from here to here, this is $110,000 trade off $150. Like the largest realized return anyone's ever had. But it's just a lot harder to hold on to something like that the whole way versus you sell half your position and pay yourself. So that's kind of what I've just been waiting for is this news and, you know, seeing what we're going to do after we come to this low. So
Nice.
yeah, I think on SPX, the spot I have it marked too. So Oracle has earnings tomorrow.
They do. So we're gonna be watching
Yeah,
those.
so-
You
yeah,
got
that's-
that channel.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're talking about it. So Oracle, there's another one too. There's like 3 of them. They have earnings before open. I had them listed.
Yeah, we about to head out for T class. Yeah, and this is all recorded.
Oracle, Docu, and Ulta all have earnings pre. So I'm gonna be watching those to see if we get a gap, like a gap fill. PaySafe actually had earnings, and we did have a gap off. I think it was a gap and go though. We gapped up. Look, that was right off of open. That shit ran just like INTC. INTC was just one, like I said, I don't even have that on my list. That caught me off guard. But people could have got in super late, made crazy money, but then made even more on the downside. You tried to fill the gap. So let's understand a lot of these moves are really simple. We just have big magnitude. So nothing too advanced.
Sir.
Just understanding what price is going to go. Like I said, today was a crazy day to the downside. We made our money so quick. I didn't notice. Like if I wasn't live, I wouldn't have caught anything on SPX. I would have just went to sleep or something. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, that reversal was crazy. But don't catch too much FOMO. The market literally because of that move is going to set up a similar trade, you know, up or down, you know, because of that. More likely up, I'm guessing. You know,
Mhm.
but shit, we could wake up tomorrow and that shit could be running like 150 points up. Who knows? Just know, like, whenever we super unbalanced. Oh, look, we already. Look, is this a new session?
Should be, right?
Yep. It's already started. But we already started gapping. So they're just playing liquidity. Like they do this shit over and over. Yeah, so this is Friday. It's showing like Thursday, but this is Asia's market basically starting. How do we use pre-market lows and highs? So I'll do this and then I'm gonna get off too because like he said, I'm gonna hop on T's thing. I'm gonna try to. We look at crowd, right? Because that was the best one. And crowd was one that, like, honestly, I had bullish. I didn't even have the shit for bearish. You look at crowd. All I literally had was like the high and low marked. So I had like this major high. I didn't have that high. That's for the stop point. But I was just watching this high and this pre-market low to see if we broke it. And as soon as we broke it, I was just gonna wait for like they call it like a break and retest. It's just a small peak above. To catch a bounce like that. But we failed. And if you look to the left, it's really because if you understand like ICT concepts, we just ran recent buy side, which even for earnings, if their stock is big enough, they'll do the same shit. So if you look, we ran all that shit right there. Look at that.
Yep.
Ran that shit, and then we literally in like a 1 minute candle, 1 or 2 minute tick that shit. So, which, like I said, I got in super, super late and I still hit like 150 or 180%. I don't even lie. If I don't hit like more than 300%, most trades, they're not even exciting to me. I've hit like this week, like 4 or 5, 200% or right under trades, but I've been hitting like 500s. So I'm kind of been bored trading. As crazy as that sounds. Yeah, so you could have just watched this chop and then pick the drop. It was like a stupid high R trade. And your stop would have just been the swing high. Like I said, I literally didn't get in until like I saw this consolidation falling. So remember, anytime you guys see like major consolidation, that's kind of your opportunity, especially if you're at like key levels. Like if you're at major highs and you see consolidation on highs, you should be looking low. If you're at major lows and you see consolidation on low, you should be looking up. If you're just in the middle, you see consolidation, you can't tell, you should just not take a trade. So if you could just throw out all the garbage trades and take the higher quality ones, it's going to help too. I always go a couple strikes out. I never buy contracts.
T class is starting now.
Yep. All right, y'all. So we got to get out of here. We got to hop on tees. It's on. Where's it at?
Yeah. If you signed up for his masterclass, the link should be text to you or it's in your email.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We want to keep it. Yeah, we want to keep it ODTE. We do have classes 3 times a week, but we could talk about the more in-depth stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
yeah. Also, on Monday I got a masterclass. Or I guess it is kind of like a masterclass, but another ICT class was going to be on market structure and market maker cycles. So I was working on that today.
All right, yeah. I'm gonna narrow down the list, and I'm gonna catch up with y'all tomorrow morning.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Yeah, I might be up early looking too, just because
All
of how data goes.
Yep. Oh, GPS got earnings. Oracle. Be looking at those too. So, Gap. All right, bet y'all. See y'all later.
Yep. All right, y'all.